Couldn't be us.
Are we having fun yet?
Okay, so I wanted to talk about this, and I don't know if you heard about it, but Ja Morant is pretty upset. And this is kind of bothering me as well, because this is something that I'm starting to see like a trend with fans. I don't know if it's a trend necessarily, actually, but like it happens quite often, maybe too often than we would like to admit. But basically, what happened with Ja Morant is he became injured. It happens, and his team went on somewhat of a winning streak. I think they went 10-2 in the past 12 games, so they were playing exceptionally well. Now, when it came to the OKC Thunder, they end up putting record margin and beat them by, I believe, 73 points. And once Ja Morant finally came back, they lost the game that he came back. And he's a little frustrated because fans actually went against him, at least fans that were at the game. And yeah, it kind of hurt him. I mean, you could definitely tell that his feelings are very, very hurt. And when it comes to fans in general, I'm not the one to say that fans can't talk trash to players. I'm not one to say that fans can't talk to players at all while they're on the court. I think sometimes it can go too far, but for the most part, I'm for it. Like, I don't think it matters that much. But when it comes to the Ja Morant situation, it was his own fans that basically told him, you need to sit out. We're going to look at this clip and let Ja Morant go ahead and take it away. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating, and I am going to give my thoughts definitely from like a Spurs fan point of view. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
I was already, kind of in my head, just, coming back out, trusting my knee, coming back after missing 12 games. Basketball is really, my escape. I feel at my best, when I play.
You can even tell from his mannerisms, like this took a lot out of him. I guess just trying to get back is really hard on players, man.
I mean, it was just, frustrating. Even, during the game, running down the court, I heard, some of my fans courtside told me I need to sit back out. So,
dang, he's about to cry, dude.
I just don't know what they wanted me to get out of that. But like, that's just makes it worse.
Dude, that like hurts, man. Like, oh.
It's easy to not see it, but if I'm running down the court and I hear it like mid-game from people who was chanting MVP a while ago, it's frustrating. It's easy to not.
Look, man. I know. A lot of us have like these weird parasocial relationships when it comes to NBA players or celebrities in general. But Ja Morant has been nothing but good to the Memphis Grizzlies. And I know that it's probably just a few fans, okay? I'm assuming it's not like a bunch of people. But if you look at the internet, if you look anywhere on social media, there are people that do that. They'll start saying, oh, we're winning, therefore we don't need this superstar that's on our team. It's really foolish. The thing about it is, when it comes to even the San Antonio Spurs, I don't see a lot of Spurs fans doing it. At least I don't hear about it. But even if I think back during our history, and I've been on, Spurs social media a long time, I don't really recall a lot of fans saying Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, or Tim Duncan need to sit out, even when they were playing very poorly. Like maybe Tony Parker near the end of his career, but for the most part, I don't recall that. Even if I'm thinking of 2013 when Manu Ginobili, I believe he was injured like a good portion of that year. And when it came to the playoffs or in the finals, Manu Ginobili actually had a huge part of us losing to the Miami Heat. But I didn't, and nor did I hear any other fans saying Manu Ginobili needs to sit out. And when it comes to Ja Morant, he's really young. He's really talented. He is, by definition, in my opinion at least, a superstar. I think it's really silly to think that your team is going to be better without him. Now, if they're telling him, hey, maybe you need to sit out just so, I don't know, so we can kind of get it together. You seem like you're still a little hurt. Maybe. I doubt it. Look, you're courtside. These fans were probably not thinking about the best interests of Ja Morant. I mean, let's just be honest. It was probably a little bit more to it. But with that being said, I just don't understand where people are coming from. It's like this. Initially, maybe in the regular season, if you don't play superstars, maybe the team can gel a little bit better sometimes. Maybe, it's happened with the Memphis Grizzlies. But it's the regular season. Once it gets to the playoffs and you're in the playoffs and you're going against really good talent and people are going to be playing exceptional defense, not just in the first quarter of the regular season, this is going to be a completely different animal. You're going to need a Ja Morant to go in there and be able to get shots at will. It's going to be good defense out there. I see, at least in the Spurs community, people doing this with people like Derek White, people doing this with like Lonnie Walker at times. I don't see it with DeJounte Murray a lot, but I do see fans do it. But even when it comes to the Spurs, it's like, we don't have a superstar. Like, it's a little different. I can give fans a little bit more slack in that regard, but man, going at Ja Morant is just so silly to me. Last thing I wanted to look at is what Ja Morant had to say. He said, off social media for a while, anybody who need me got my number. And I will say this, I think social media, at least what I've seen in the sphere of people talking directly to Ja Morant, he probably just seeing things, that's probably what it is. But people talking directly to him or under his comments, he has fans outside of Memphis, like a lot of fans outside of Memphis, and a lot of those fans, they have been pretty supportive of him. So hopefully, you know, he can get it together. It really hurts watching that because he's literally about to cry. Like he is hurt from this, and it wasn't cool. It's not cool. You know, you got a superstar. You need to be happy that you got that, and yeah, try to grow from there. But man, it's just stupid, dude. But if you guys want to support the channel, link in the description for that, as always. Patreon, YouTube members. But yeah, until next time, I'll just give it to you guys later. I just wanted to talk about this, but yeah, deuces.